Hey, what's going on, guys? So it's been a little bit since the last video. Today I'm headed down to my buddy TJ Wright's shop, and we're gonna be putting the axles back together. Yesterday I went down, cut off the old bearings and everything, because I am gonna be putting this kit on from Mustang Steve to adapt the GT350 Brembo brakes on this rear end. So stay tuned and let's get to it. Guys, so today's Saturday. I'm gonna add a little bit more to this video, from pressing new wheel studs in as well as the new bearings to put this Mustang Steve brake kit on. So what I'm doing is I've got the 2015, let's see here, yeah, the GT 2015 brake kit from Mustang Steve. I'll spin you around so you can see that bit of paperwork there. So that's what I'm gonna be installing, but with a little twist. So for me, I'm actually running GT350 brakes, as everybody knows from the previous video. And guess what? It can be done. So if you guys are looking to put brakes on your 67, 66, 65, 68, whatever you want, this kit will work. I've already got the driver's side done. I mocked it up last night and went ahead and bolted it all together. So I'm gonna be putting together the passenger side on this. Hey, what's going on, guys? So welcome back. Unfortunately, why do I keep doing this? I keep swatting. I'm like one of those guys with long hair that just keeps flocking their locks around. But no, so welcome back to the channel. Unfortunately, my camera died while installing the GT350 brakes on the Ford 9-inch rear end for the 67 wide body Mustang that I'm building. If you guys are following along, I know a lot of this is all kind of new. Not a lot of people know about installing newer model brakes on an old model Mustang. So that's what I'm doing. I'm taking my own unique spin and twist to this car and adding something unique to it, which I think is going to be pretty awesome, because just from the look of these, man, it's going to look awesome. And I hope you guys will stick around, because a lot of things are starting to come together. Really trying to get towards the meat and potatoes, I guess you could say, of some videos. But I'm gonna flip you guys around. I'm gonna give you guys a close-up and description of the brakes and what it takes to install GT350 2016, 2017, 2018 rear brakes on a Ford 9-inch. So let's. All right, guys, so as you can see, here's the 9-inch rear end. It's all put back together. Everything's good to go. So to install GT350 rear brakes on your Ford 9-inch, you will need to reach out to a company called Mustang Steve, and I know a lot of people probably know about them. Reach out, talk to Michael, tell him Tyler sent you, the one that installed the GT350 brakes on a 67 Mustang. He made these kits specifically just for the 2015s for the performance pack, so he was unsure if these will work. Now we'll let you know the differences between them. As you can see on the driver's side rotor, as I'll give you guys a close-up right here, you can see on the inside the newer model GT350s use a drum e-brake style. So I was unsure if those would fit, so I just didn't even worry about it, as I'm going to run an external e-brake from Willwood. So as you can also see, whenever you put this kit on, you will have to make sure that your bearings are not on. As you'll see in the early part of this video, me putting the new bearings and everything on with the bracket, with the caliper bracket kit here. So you'll have this on, you'll line it up, you'll bolt it all back to your flange, torque it down properly, and then you've got the caliper bracket. So he provides all the hardware for these. The only difference is your caliper bolts. So your caliper bolts on the GT350 are completely different than your caliper bolts on a regular GT Performance Pack rear rotor caliper setup. So what you have to do is you actually have to trim these caliper bolts down a good 3 to 4 threads, as I'll give you a close-up and show you why. So if you guys can kind of see, I know it's kind of difficult. Let me see if I can get it a little better. You can see right in here. See if I can, nope, not gonna be able to do it. So here, let me try a different angle. Can I somehow finagle this to get you guys a view? Ah, there we go, I'm a jackass. All right, so as you can see right there, that is super close to the actual e-brake housing of the rotor. So therefore you have to trim those bolts down 3 to 4 threads in order for it to fit properly. So while everything rotates, you have ample clearance inside, as you can see the other one down here. Now you have no rubbing, nothing. So that was one thing that I realized right off the bat whenever I started to put these together, was I kept flopping this spacer around to different places. Hey, what's going on, guys? So that was just a quick shot of the 9-inch rear end with the GT350 brakes on the back, the 4-piston setup with the 15-inch rear rotors. Man, they're sweet. Definitely a fun time to put them on, sitting there trying to figure out what was going to work, how to make them work, because I believe I'm the first person to put this kind of brake setup on a 9-inch rear end. I know you got Bear, you got Willwood, all those companies that make, you know, brakes and stuff like that. But for me, I didn't have $4,000, $5,000 to spend for this size setup. So second best option, I reached out to Michael at Mustang Steve's. I bought their rear GT brake kit for the newer model GTs with the performance pack, and I made it work. And the only thing I had to do was cut down the OEM GT350 caliper bolts, which anybody can do. It's not that hard. And it works. I will be running an external e-brake from Willwood. They'll give me somehow. But all in all, man, the setup is sick. I rolled it underneath the car. I kind of jacked it up, roughly put it in place where it was gonna go, just so I could see what it's gonna look like. And man, it's gonna look phenomenal. Especially once I get the front done. The front's gonna be the 6-piston caliper setup with the 15.5-inch front rotors. Dude, those things are beast. And then anybody seen the newer model GT350s, primo. Only downside is I gotta run 19-inch or bigger wheels, which kind of stinks, but I'm okay with it. Coming up, I'm gonna be showing you guys the seats. I made the brackets for those. I might have to remake the driver's side. I might have to shift the seat over just a little bit. I gotta get my buddy up here to give me another opinion, see how he thinks it fits and how they look. But beyond that, I'm gonna be pulling the dash back out. I just got it screwed in right now, and cleaning up the under dash. I've got more rust encapsulator paint that I'm gonna be using in the hard to reach spots that I can't get to from Eastwood. That stuff is phenomenal. That's the same stuff that I coated the inside of the engine bay with, because it's a matte finish, and their satin engine finish was on a, I can't remember how long of a back order, so I didn't really feel like waiting. So that stuff turned out looking phenomenal. And if you guys haven't seen it, go over to the Instagram page at Coupe_works, WURKZ, and check it out. I posted up some pictures and stuff of the progress here lately, and I'm pretty satisfied with it. I'm pretty happy. I'm just trying to keep rolling along, get all this stuff done and taken care of. I'm also gonna be putting the rear leaf setup for Meyer Racing on the back, getting that all together and getting it rolled under and put the jack stands under to hold it up, because if I bolt it to the car is basically gonna do a wheelie in the garage. I don't want that. So yeah, I'm just gonna put it in place. I wanna see what it all looks like, mock up the pan rod kit as well, and just see. And then I can get the motor and everything and get it in because it's ready to go in. All I gotta do is just put the water pump and the oil pan on it, and it'll be ready to drop in and pick up some new valve covers. And that'll be done. Whoa, man, excuse me. But yeah, this is just a little insight, man. It's been a while since I posted a video. Just been knocking stuff out. Not really been worrying too much on the videos. I know there's not a lot of people that watch it, but hopefully everybody will start kind of tagging along and watching the progress of this car, because it's going to get pretty fun here in the next several videos, and there's going to be a lot of cool stuff coming in. And you know, maybe there's somebody out there that's building a 67 Mustang, wide body, whatever, that wanted to run newer model brakes. Maybe they didn't know how. Well, guess what? Now you do. I know how. Leave me a comment and I'll tell you, and I'll share that knowledge with you. But yeah, stay tuned guys, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.